I want to show you this Binomial Squares puzzle by Euclid Kids. It was designed by Marcia Cooke, who was a math educator in New Orleans School District. It's really a fascinating and beautifully constructed puzzle that is for children ages 3 to into middle school, because it allows them to learn more and more things as they get older. In fact, it's very much inspired by Friedrich Froebel, the inventor of kindergarten, whose work inspired Frank Lloyd Wright, Buckminster Fuller, Charles Eames. So there's a combination of both visual, spatial, and design learning, as well as mathematics. So let me just show you how it works. There's a little hole underneath it that allows you to pop open, but I think a lot of times children are just going to dump them out. And it functions basically as just a simple puzzle. It's challenging for children of all ages to try to figure out how to take the surface area of the pieces that are here and to get them to fit back into this space. Now you have a instruction booklet that comes with the place value trading game information about age-appropriate mathematics terminology, and it's just some suggestions for how to introduce addition, multiplication, algebra, and the binomials that it can represent. So you can see how it can take a child from very early grasping and learning their names of the colors, for instance. So red, yellow, green, and blue. You can also take a square and introduce another square and ask them what's the difference between the two. You can take the squares and stack them in a row and compare them to one of the rectangular shapes and put that piece on top, or put these squares on top of that, and really understand that it's the same amount of area. And then you can quantify it. You can say that this is 1, 2, 3, 4 times the size of these. And you can do the same with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there. But ultimately what will happen at the very beginning, and again, this is something that young children and adults alike will struggle with, was how do I fit these pieces into here? You realize you're not going to be able to, if you were to take all of these, say, and fill in this space, and then you would have this here. It's a challenge to figure out, how do I get this piece in here? And so it's problem solving. It's problem solving, and children will have a lot of confidence when they work with this for a period of time. They may come back to it when they sort out the fact that if they do it this way, all the pieces will fit. And there are many different ways of putting them back in terms of color. So as you can see with this one, all the yellows are together, the blues, the reds, and the greens. Or you can create different patterns with it. So it's really going to engage a young child, not only as a challenge of putting it back, but learning the colors, learning the shapes, learning how many of the 1-inch squares fit into the 1x4 and then into this one. So early math concepts of addition, and then later multiplication, and then algebra. So we're really excited to offer this really beautiful, sturdy, well-designed puzzle from Euclid Kids.